Did you know Marcus Aurelius once wrote that you have power over your mind, not over outside events? Yet there is something even deeper the Stoics understood. Real strength is not about winning every fight, but knowing which battles to walk away from and which questions to leave alone. In my younger days, I thought being wise meant having smart answers. I believed being quiet was a sign of weakness. But time and the lessons of the Stoics taught me that silence, when you choose it on purpose, is actually power. Some questions should not be answered, because answering them means giving up your peace, your honor, and your freedom. Today I will share 5 of these traps, tricks that sneaky people have used for a long time to get control. They sound nice, even friendly, but they have a hidden goal. Seneca once said that a calm person is the hardest to trick. Let's look at how wise people stay steady, and why they choose to hold back when others would argue. Years ago, before a talk, a coworker smiled and asked if I was anxious. Without thinking, I said, "I'm just tired." That tiny answer changed the vibe. People started watching me as if something was wrong. Later, I realized I had fallen into a mental trap. When someone asks why you look tense, they might seem caring, but often they want you to explain yourself. The moment you start explaining, you agree with them that something is wrong. Epictetus warned that it is not the person who upsets us, but our own thoughts about it. The trickster wants a reaction. When I learned to calmly say, "I'm fine," and go back to work, things changed. I took my power back. You don't owe anyone proof that you are calm. Staying quiet and disciplined is your shield. Never let others label your feelings. If they try to shake you, remember that being calm is a sign of true strength. I heard this a lot in friendships, dating, and at work. Whenever I asked for details or set a rule, someone would say, "Don't you trust me?" I would feel guilty right away. Over time, I saw that this statement was rarely about trust. It was about control. Seneca taught that wisdom starts by knowing what deserves trust and what needs a closer look. A wise person does not trust without thinking. Once, a friend asked for a big loan and asked if I trusted him. I told him, "I do, but I also like things to be clear. Let's write it down." He smiled and respected me more for it. Real trust is never afraid of being open. A Stoic knows that being careful is not the same as being suspicious. It is just being smart. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Stand up on your own feet, not by leaning on others." When someone traps you with that thought, take a breath. A person you can trust does not demand that you follow blindly. They respect your rules because they respect the truth. This can hurt. I heard it during times when I just wanted to be quiet. When I was young, I would talk too much to prove I was innocent. It never made them happy. Seneca noted that wise people don't explain themselves to those who won't listen to reason. When you answer a charge of hiding something, you act like a person in trouble. People use this to break into your private life. But privacy is not about secrets. It is about dignity. I learned to answer differently. Everyone has a right to their own inner world. Sometimes I ask what makes them think that. Now they have to explain themselves. Often the person changes the subject. Their goal wasn't the truth. It was control. If people keep accusing you, look closely. Maybe the hidden motive isn't yours, but theirs. This pops up when you start to change. When you stop gossiping, avoid fights, or quit bad habits that others still have. Someone will ask if you think you're better now. I used to deny it quickly, saying sorry for growing. That is also a trap. Epictetus said, if you want to get better, accept that you aren't perfect. Growth needs humility, but that doesn't mean giving up. At a party, when I wouldn't join in making fun of someone, a person joked that I felt smarter than them. In that moment, I saw it clearly. My silence wasn't pride. It was peace. Just say, I'm not above anyone. I'm just doing what feels right for me. Or say nothing at all. Often, saying nothing is a stronger defense than arguing. The crowd hates what makes them feel challenged. Your peace can look like ego to people who are restless. Those who try to pull you down are often scared of moving up themselves. Polite words, but a sharp goal. This usually comes before someone says something mean. People ask if you'll be mad if they are honest. I used to say, sure, go ahead. And I always regretted it. Epictetus said that being unbeatable comes from staying out of fights that aren't yours. When someone asks if you'll be offended, they are checking how much disrespect you will take. A coworker once offered to tell me rumors about myself. I said, if it doesn't bring peace, I don't need to hear it. He just nodded. Not every truth needs to enter your mind. A person who truly values honesty speaks with care, not with warnings. You can say that depends on what they are going to say, or if they think it might hurt, maybe they shouldn't say it. This puts the pressure back on them. Marcus Aurelius told us the best way to handle mean people is to not be like them. Stoicism is not about being quiet because you are scared, but because you are the boss of yourself. People will test you. They will use tricky words hoping you get upset. Remember, you don't have to join every fight people start. Wisdom isn't about having every answer. It's about knowing which words don't deserve a reply. When you refuse to be played, you don't lose, you rise. Every time you stay calm instead of reacting, you keep your freedom. Seneca wrote that life is like a story. It's not about how long it is, but how good it is. Conversations are the same.